Que lo que, Knicks fans. Welcome to episode 67 of the Knicks Wallin podcast. Coming off a thrilling victory, the Knicks beat the San Antonio Spurs in dominating fashion, 126-105. The Knicks emerged victorious once again. Finally, the vibes are back. The vibes are feeling good again. I mean, the last episode it was a little shaky. I was, you know me, Triple M. I'll be shaky. I'll be jumping off the ledge quick. I'll be ready to just be. I'm ready to call the season early, and after a few wins, I'm back to talking my 50 wins, and I'm back to talking crazy. So that's how I'm feeling today. That's how I'm feeling today. I'm back to talking crazy. 50 wins. The big three of the New York Knicks, Julius, Brunson, RJ, all score over 20 points for the first time this season. Mitch and Ihart, they put Wembanyama, the young phenom, in prison. He's locked up all day today in prison. And you know my boy RJ. You know Triple M been on the RJ, man. I don't even want to say that. I'm gonna hold on to later in the show, and a big short from quickly. But my guy Don Juan is out handling personal things. So shout out to Don Juan. Hope everything is good. We'll catch him next
Facts.
week's show. But it's just me
Facts.
and you, Zebo, today. Just me and you, Zebo. Zebo, tell the people it's really good.
I'm good, bro. Look, bro. The vibes is still good, bro. My energy has not changed, bro. I told you, even during that little slump, bro, we good. Like you jumped off the ledge, bro. Especially when it comes to Randall, I'm gonna go for bat for my guy. So yeah, we good, bro.
It's that,
Vibes is the
bro.
same,
Listen,
bro. Vibes is good.
he said we was gonna go 9-1. Right now we 4-4. So I
I
mean,
slept on that. I slept
you're a
on that.
little you little you the optimist type, and I feel you. And I'm
I
just I like to keep things a little even keel. I like to just I
I
react. I watch and
I feel
react.
you. I feel you, my boy. I mean, listen, bro. Like, I think part of the problem is that we gotta start realizing like we a good we a good team. Like, and we've been a good team for a few for that's it. Like, it's coming up almost a year or two. Like, consistently making the playoffs, bro. We gotta start acting.
One
We gotta
year,
start acting
one
like a.
year,
We
just
gotta
one
start
year, bro. Just it's been
but
only
even
1 year.
before that, we gotta start acting like we gotta start acting like we've been here, bro. We can't be just like, oh, bro, that's what the bad teams be doing. They the ones that be jumping off the ledge. We can't be doing that after a few games. Like, come
Bro,
on.
I remember the COVID season. We had an exceptional season. We came back and stunk up the joint. 37 wins. And then last year was we played very well again, 47 wins. I don't know. This year, it could have gone back to reverting. So it's for not here or there, man. Let's talk about this Knicks Spurs game. Like I said, Knicks won 126-105. They started off red hot. It was 13-0 in the first few minutes. And just a good win. I mean, the Spurs kept hanging around. San Antonio, they're a young, scrappy team, and I felt like the Knicks had to do what they did today and handle their biz. They let the Spurs hang around for a little bit too long, but it happens. Ebb and flow of the game. They got a couple nice players, man. They got couple nice players. I like that Shohan kid. He had 16.6 rebounds today, 5 assists. That's pretty good. Obviously, Wembanyama, he's a young phenom, but the Knicks kept him in check today, Zebo. He had 14 points, 4 of 14 from the field, 9 rebounds. So I want to get your thoughts on that. But yeah, my thoughts of the overall game, man, it was just like a complete game by the Knicks. Like I mentioned before, the big three, 20 points each. Randall, 23 points, 16 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 25.6 assists. You like to see the 6 assists from Brunson. And RJ continues his stellar play, 24 points and 6 assists for RJ too. That's pretty. That's so the ball was moving around, zipping. And Zebo, I gotta get your thoughts on these two guys, Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein. Man, they are balling to begin the year. Mitchell Robinson, another double figure rebounding game, 12 rebounds and 8 points. And iHeart, the box score doesn't show how impactful iHeart was. He had 13 points and 3 rebounds, but he just was a menace to Wembanyama.
He
Just
was he yeah, nah, he was beat. They were both being passed. Yeah.
so give me your thoughts on the game, and also give me your thoughts on the early start by Mitch and iHeart.
Yeah, man. Mitch, honestly, if you didn't know the names on the back of the jerseys, like if you knew nothing about them and you just seen the play, bro, you would literally say Mitch has been the MVP of our team like this season. Like he's kept us in a lot of these games, man. And just the work that he's doing on the offensive board is like, bro, he literally had five offensive rebounds. Like that's honestly, you know what's crazy is that that's a regular game for my guy. Like for most centers, that's like a that's like their career high. Like that's their best game. And that's not for him to get five rebounds is kind of regular. So he's doing it big on the on the rebounding, offensive glass, and just the defense, man. Every time I'm seeing him out there, he has his hands up. Like he's not giving up at all. Like he's willing to go up to, centers like Wembanyama. He's willing to defend people like Giannis. Zubac ate him up too. Like this man is just he's on a tear right now. And I just feel like when it comes to Mitch, man, I think he's starting to realize like this is where I'm gonna be making my bread. Like on the defensive end, obviously, like I have to trust my teammates to give me the ball on on these pick and rolls. Which honestly, that pick and roll with Julius was working perfectly. And so that's the. I mean, if I had one little nitpick, is I wish that the players, I wish players would realize all the effort that he is given on the defensive end. And I do hope they feed my guy a little more. Like I know there's gonna be opportunities for alley oops, and so I hope that the guys do realize that and start feeding him because he does want to score a little bit, and but he's starting to realize like okay, I'm gonna be scoring like inside, like that's where I'm gonna be making my bread. So man, Mitch has just been the MVP so far. I can't shout out to him, man.
Big time from Mitch, big time from our heart. 40 minutes.
I
So
heart too.
how did
Gave
you
us great
feel about
minutes.
this Spurs game? Like, how do you?
It felt good, bro. I mean, it's a team we should have beat. It's a team that we should beat. I mean, they are very young. You can tell that they are up and coming. That within the next few years, like if they keep that same core of Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Shohan, Wembanyama, I mean, there's a few of them may not be there, but that if we keep that core, that's definitely going to be an issue moving forward. But we did a good job. We did a good job. We were able to shoot the ball pretty well. Obviously Brunson, he was great from three. I think he had 5 threes today. But I can tell inside he is missing those regular 2-point shots that he usually makes. But I think that's gonna come over time. Julius, I mean, it's a step forward. I'm not gonna get too high, too low. Like I did, when we did have the episode last week, I told y'all he was gonna get off from this slump. Like he'll be fine, and he's showing it now. Give him a few games, and he will start getting better. And he's been bringing it on the rebounding too. Like just to get 16 boards today. I think he was making great decisions with the ball. Like I said, the pick and roll that he did have with Mitch a few times, it worked. It worked great. So, like I said, I wasn't really worried. We was up by 30. We did in the fourth. They almost made a little comeback to 14. You don't like that, but regardless, the overall good team effort quickly gave us the 19 off the bench, which this is what I expect from my guy. Like I expect him to shoot the ball well, do his thing. And so yeah, bro, overall good team effort. And like I said before, man, the MVP is Mitch. Like Mitch did what he was supposed to do tonight.
Zibo, we almost tied the franchise record with 3 turnovers today. We made
I saw that.
a whack turnover with like 30 seconds left, man. That really blew my. I wanted to have that little record to just throw it in the show today, but it is what it is, man. Listen, this was the best offensive Knicks game since probably that Atlanta game. I mean, you really could see how
Facts.
dynamic this Knicks offense can be when the big three is clicking, when you throw in a little Emmanuel quickly off the bench, when you put in Mitchell Robinson just catching every board. This Knicks team is solid offensively. We just haven't seen it this year, bro. We just have not seen it. It's been a struggle from downtown. It's been a struggle from the free throw line, which we talked about last week. And JB, I mean, his shot is just like short. Like I really don't know if it's like Olympics or what the case might be. Like he got hot in the third quarter, but he was really struggling in the first half. Um, I really don't know. Hopefully, the Knicks have a few days off here. Hopefully, he could get his legs back a little bit under him. But this is the type of game, Zebo. You said it right now. Like we had to win and we did win. And
Yeah,
this is the new Knicks that we feel confident going into. When I saw the Vegas line at -10, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? You don't see the Knicks with a -10 spot, and they covered that easily. I mean, they won by 21 points. And what about my guy RJ Barrett? What about my guy? I'm gonna start with my
I
guy.
didn't mention. You know what? I slipped and I didn't mention him, man. That's the
Yeah,
honestly. I mean, as much as we've been praising Mitch, man, like I gotta be honest with you, man. Like if
2-0
Mitch,
since he came back.
listen, man. Shout out to RJ. I mean, you know me. You know I've been RJ's biggest critic.
Hater.
If any, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say his biggest critic. And I will be honest. I usually am the one, especially on this show, to really like to really like put emphasis on whatever negative stuff he does. So to see him, to see the growth right now this year, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give my man his flowers. Like he's doing his
Thank
thing.
you.
I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing negative to
I
say, man.
usually
Like
take
he
you out,
looks.
but now I'm expanding.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, yeah, go ahead, bro. Nah, shout out to RJ. Like you can tell he's really grown this year. He's paid every time he has the ball, man. You could tell like there's a comfort level every time he has the ball, and he's making the right decisions. I think he's averaging the same amount of assists he did last year, but if you watching the game, you could tell like he's trying to move the ball. He's trying to make the right decision with the ball. His two, he's I think part of the issue I always had is that he tried doing too much, but again, like he's finding his spots right there on the floor, and he's shooting the ball well. Like he's just shooting it crazy from three.
The
And
game
so I
slows down.
can't.
The game slowed
mm,
down for our
It's
boy.
it's slowed down for my boy, and the shot is listen. The 3-point shot. He's our best
Woo,
3-point shooter. He's
woo.
literally our best 3-point shooter. Like there's not, for first of all, for me to even say that is just like now that I'm repeating it, I'm just like, yo, that's crazy to even say. But
Five
he is
for
literally our
nine
best.
today. 5 for 9 from three today, bro. That was. He's a sniper.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
bro.
a
I mean, he's lit. Like I said, I can't say nothing about him. Like he is our best shooter, and that's been regular for him. And so
listen,
yeah, man,
man.
shout out to RJ. He's
If
part of the
RJ,
reason we 4-4 right now. Part of
if
the reason we got the 4 wins.
for sure, if RJ plays like this, I mean, I think this next team could just kick it up another level. Cause that's major. That's big time.
Yeah.
5 for 9 from 3 pointer. Like you're gonna have to start respecting him from out there, and then he can easily drive by you. So man, shout out to FIBA. FIBA looks like it got my boy RJ locked in. But we gotta mention your boy
Shout out
Julius.
to you. Shout out to you, much. Shout out to you, because honestly, bro, I jumped. I ain't gonna lie, I jumped ship. I
I
jumped
held
ship,
it
and
down.
yeah, it's a little early, but
I got scars right here, like everywhere, from like just holding on to dear life. But we still here. We still here. But Zeba, I want to talk to you about your boy Julius. I mean, since the last time we spoke, there's only been 2 games, but your boy is averaging 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. I mean, Julius, when he's playing like that, this is why the Knicks are 2-0 in those 2 games. I mean, he's just tough. It's tough to hold him down. So, how do you feeling about Julius? Do you think he's back? Is he back? Is Randall back?
he never left, bro. I told you, he never left.
He did.
He never left. The shooting, yes. Was the shooting inconsistent? Yes. But like I said in the last episode, he's trying to make the right decisions with the ball. But again, when your whole team is missing, what else can you do? So the Milwaukee game, yeah, it was a little bad. I didn't like some of the decisions he made with the ball. But right now, when it comes to these last 2 games, it's the right step for, like, it's a step forward. I'm not gonna get too high. I'm not gonna get too low about it. Like, this is what I expect from Julius Randle. I expect him to be at that 20 point, 10 rebounds, 4 assist mark, because that's what he is. That's what he is capable of. Like, that's the one thing we do like. That's the one thing we do love about him. I mean, again, he is a roller coaster sometimes with us, but if he keeps it consistent, like this is what we do expect of him. And so, yeah, bro, I'm like I said, I ain't gonna get too high. I'm not gonna get too low. It's a step in the right direction. Like this is what I expect. This is what I expect from the All Star.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this off air one time this weekend. It was just like, well, the thing with Randall is like when he's playing at this level, I mean, this guy is a beast, and that's why he's been an All Star 2 out of the last 3 years and All NBA two out of the last 3 years. But it just comes back to me, and I'm not hating. Just like you said, that you critique RJ, I critique Randall. It's just, can he be consistent? Like, can I don't know what I'm getting day to day, game to game. Sometimes, like, am I gonna get the Randall that if he misses his first 4 or 5 shots, he's just gonna pout and he's just not gonna get back on defense, or he's gonna show lackadaisical effort, you know? And then the fans, they put the Randall cam out there, so like every single play is micro. Like, there's, I'm sure there's a lot of times where if we put the camera on JB or any of the Knicks, sometimes they jog back or they walk back. But with the Randall cam, like you just checking it everything out. So the thing is that for me, I just need to just see that obviously in the playoffs because we haven't seen that yet, and just show just if your shot's not falling, bro, do something else. Like get the make the right pass or get grab the rebounds, which I can't complain. He's been grabbing boards this year. But that's just my thing with Randall. And I feel like the fans, a lot of fans obviously are fed up with Randall. And they have their right. They have their right. But this Knicks fan, if you just show effort, they'll get right back to you. Like how many times did Randall win back the fans last year? Like he was on top again. He was on top again, and then in the playoffs, it reared its ugly head once again. So we just got to see more of that Randall fire and desire, because he could, man, just take it down. Like nobody could stop you. One of the strongest men in the league. Like just bully your way into to baskets sometimes. But
Nah, that's a fact, bro.
we're
And
gonna be
and
talking
listen,
about Randall all year. We're gonna be talking about Julius all
yeah.
year.
No, it's a fact. And I will say one thing, bro. I mean, going back to your boy RJ, like you can tell, man, when RJ got it, it takes the pressure off Julius where he's
Yeah.
able to kind of do his thing. And so because it is, because one thing we did learn within these last few games when RJ isn't there is that we have if Julius doesn't have a good game, we losing. And if he has a great game, we winning. And so that's unfortunately that's the structure of our team when we don't have that third option that is scoring for us. And so that's the other reason. As much as I go on my rant about RJ, we definitely need him this season so that he could take the lift off Julius because Jalen Brunson, I know he's gonna bring it consistently. Julius, that's my guy, but I know there's gonna be games where he just doesn't have it. And if we can have RJ stepping up in that role, then again that works. Like that's gonna that would amount to wins every time.
Let me ask you something, Zebo. Shout out to my guy Ernst. He had hit me up with this question earlier. So I just want to get your thoughts on it. Quinn Grimes again, just 19 minutes today, 2 or 3 from three, 6 points. I lost my parlay because of him because I had him for 10 plus point. Um,
Yeah, but it's crazy because FanDuel, man, they
yeah,
they,
let
they
me.
they be
I'm
harboring
actually
on that.
right now gonna send you the ticket. But my thing with Grimes is when 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 would you want to make, if you even want to make a change to that, like, do you think the Knicks should bring up start Dante or start quickly somebody who can give you something a little bit more? Because Grimes right now, he's just really like he's just out there. But his defense is solid. His defense has strong. He's guarding Trey Young. He's guarding Paul George. That's the thing with Grimes, where I'll still keep him in the starting lineup because he plays his role. He's the fifth option um in that starting lineup when you got guys like Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and RJ who's gonna demand the ball all the time. So you got Grimes out there. He's just out there playing defense, gets shots when he shoots, but his shots has been off, and that's where you like, you might need a little bit more in that starting lineup. So how do you feel about that?
I'm more the camp of just keeping it how it is right now, just because I feel like we do need that when it comes to our bench. That's what, and that's what won us that Clippers game. We need that firepower. We need that firepower coming out the bench, and so it's tricky because if you're telling me, okay, switch him for Dante, I'm for that. I mean, last year there were points where Corinne Grimes was, he was the one that was leading. He was leading the second group with quickly, and that was pretty successful for us. And so, and I think this is also one of the issues we've been having this season is that we got like that too many guards kind of syndrome where we just got too many, like,
Yeah.
again, we have Josh Hart, we got Dante, we got quickly, like, and there's just only so many minutes to go around because yeah, because Jalen Brunson gonna get his 35. Randall's gonna get his 35. Obviously iHeart, he got it locked down for the
No, but that's
backup
not
center
even the
spot.
guard. Those are not even the guards, like you mentioned. You still got
Yeah,
JB and RJ.
still
They
got
they
JB.
need
Yeah,
35.
exactly. And
Only
so when you
48 minutes in a game.
Exactly. And the way RJ's playing right now, you got to give him that 35. And so there we just right now we're just going through an issue where there's too many guards, but the only thing I would say is that we just need if I mean, obviously we just got to go with the hot man. And so for me, I would like to keep the bench more intact, but at the same time, if they wanted to make the switch for Dante just cuz Dante's shooting the ball a little bit better, again, he's not even, I'll be honest, like he had his moments today, but he's been on and off with his shot as well. And so
Yes,
um they just all have to bring it defensively. And for me, the biggest thing is just go with the hot hand. Like if Dante's the one that has it, then put him in and we'll see. But these guys have to learn that there's going to be limited minutes going around. Like it just is what it is. So when you come in, you got to make sure you're ready.
definitely, definitely. But like I said, I'm not. We talked about it before the season. I thought we all thought Grimes was gonna have that leap, but he's still in
Yeah.
his third year. He's still he's shown the flashes where I just can't give up yet. I just can't
Yeah,
give up.
nah. And we 8 games in too, bro. Like,
Yeah, nah.
so
So
that's the biggest thing. That's
calm
the biggest thing I
down,
was
calm
stressing.
down, calm down, calm
Yeah,
down, Earns. That's all I gotta say. Calm down, Knicks fans. You don't want to switch up the starting five, man. The starting five's been rocking for us. They won 47 games last year.
it's a fact.
Let's see, let's see how we do. But Zebo, looking ahead right now, I mean, we got the Hornets coming up. We got Boston coming up. That's gonna be tough right there. At Boston too. We got Atlanta again. And then we got Washington. I mean, we can get a little hot here. Zebo, how you feeling? We can get a little hot.
I feel good, bro. I feel like we literally went through the toughest part. We went through one of the we went through I think when I last looked at it, we had one of the hardest like schedules coming out within the first 10 games. And so for us to get the first of all, for us to get these few days off for them is
Hmm.
definitely gonna be big. But that's a pretty good stretch. I mean, I can definitely see us going 3-1. The Hawks, I can see us going 3-1, bro. Come on,
I'm
is it
surprised
really
you can
is
see us
that's
going
pretty
no.
realistic.
I'm
I
surprised.
mean the Boston game, there's a I mean we there's listen, man, there's a chance we can go 4-0. Like I don't know if it's still like that Boston game, if you really think about it, we were in it the whole time.
Yeah,
And that was
we
with
lost
Boston's
on
full
free
team.
throw. We lost on free throw.
Exactly. So we can, and most of these and the rest of those teams are beatable. Like those are teams that we should definitely beat on any day. So yeah, bro. But just to be humble, because I did say nine. I ain't gonna lie, I did say 9-1. I thought we would. I thought that was a lock, but it wasn't. But these next 4 games for sure 3-1.
I hope so. I hope is your for sure.
How you feel though about that? Because right now is it easy? Like we good. We in a good part of our schedule. Like we got the one hard game with Boston, but the rest of it is not bad.
How do I feel? I mean, I feel like we just our offense has been on the mud. Obviously, today's game was a step forward. But it was the Spurs. It was San Antonio. They just gave up 160 points, I think, to Indiana or something like
Yeah,
that.
they did.
I
Nah, they
mean,
did
this
something
team is
crazy.
just young. They're so I want to see it against Boston again. To see if we really got out the rut. Because listen, we're just not gonna win games with that offense that we've been playing. I mean, we just can't hit them.
Nah,
We can't hit free throws. We can't do anything. We can't. We just not doing anything. So a team like the Spurs, I mean, a team like Boston again. See if that offense is coming around. Before Boston, we play the Hornets, so that's another bad defensive team. But I got to see a little bit more before I start, jumping back into to everything is good again. But like, I still think the Knicks are in a solid place. I still think we're on track to win, 45 plus games. But this offense needs to wake up. And like I said earlier in the show, like Brunson's shot, they've just been short, which is kind of scaring me. I don't know if he has dead legs. And obviously Randall, is he getting it back together? I mean, he's still shooting a little erratic, 8 for 19 again from the field. That's not great, but it's a step to the right direction. And then RJ was already complaining about his knees. He just said he's been playing a lot of basketball.
Yeah,
That was
I
that
saw that
was a red
quote.
flag to me. I'm like, wait, what do you
Hmm.
mean your knees isn't
Nah,
red?
yeah,
Like 8 games
I'm
into the
alert.
season. So I'm just a little wary of those things. But Zebo, you said it earlier that we got a couple days off here to kind of practice, and we're staying here, which is great. The
Yeah.
next game is in New York, so no travel. You get to stay here, relax, get in the training room, get that massages. You know how these guys get, man. $1 million,
Yeah.
little back massage, all
Nah,
that
that's a fact.
good stuff.
And you gotta think about it too, bro. Especially because you're right. I mean, our offense has definitely been inconsistent. But nigga, but what usually helps is facing bad defensive teams
Yeah,
like Washington,
yep,
Charlotte, and Atlanta. So,
yep.
so those are the games where you can go ahead and start,
Yeah, right.
sharpening things up. So, that's what you hope out of these. That's
Point.
what you hope. That's why I'm saying 3-1, just because. I mean, those are the games that I feel like
Mhm.
offensively we're definitely gonna wake up.
I mean, Atlanta's been playing well. I mean, Atlanta after we killed them, they've been coming up.
I
They've been
saw
playing
that.
really well. And
I
the
saw that,
Hornets,
you know what Atlanta, bro. It's still F Trey Young, so it don't even. So that's still, yeah. That's
uh,
a given. That has to be a dub going on.
I mean, they're gonna be looking for revenge after we killed them. Game 2 of the season. The Hornets, how the Hornets been doing? Let me look it up real quick. Man, shout out to everybody.
Actually, I'll be honest. They've been doing. I think they
Nah,
lost
Hornets
today,
is
but
two
they've
and
been.
five. 2 and 5. They allow 123 points a game, man. Let's get
I
right.
was about to bring a compliment, but yeah, nah,
Let's get right. I know you saw that Indiana play with when Lamelo locked up Tyrese. That's all.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, man, we gotta get right. We gotta get right. We gotta handle our biz. That's what we do. We handling our biz, man.
That's a
But
fact.
great show, Zebo. Uh, After a win, the vibes is always immaculate. So we had a
Exactly.
good time. But let's get up out of here, Zebo, man. Sign us out right here.
Yo, thank y'all. Yo, keep subscribing, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day. And yeah, man, shout out Don Juan. He couldn't be here, but I know he's enjoying this win right now. And yeah, man, just keep showing us love, man. And yeah, your boy signing out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zebo just mentioned. Thank you for making us part of your day, whatever you're doing, whether you're in the gym, whether you're at the office, you're just chilling. Thank you for listening to the Knicks Wild and Pod, episode 67. The Knicks are 4-4. So here we are, 8 games into the season. We have 500. We got a couple games up here that are on paper looks like the Knicks should handle business. So we should be getting right here as we level up. But we're getting up to 1,000 subscribers, Zebo. We're getting up to 1,000 subscribers. We're
Yo, we
going
up
to
there
have
right
a
now.
giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. A nice giveaway. On the next show, I will announce what's the giveaway. Uh, here as we enter November. November, here we are, getting into the stretch of things, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see us keep progressing and our offense keep it moving here as we get right. Like when we play the Hornets, when we play the Hawks, when we play the Wizards, terrible defensive team. This is the time to get right. I'm looking at you,
Exactly.
Jalen Brunson. I predicted you to average close to 30 points per game right now. You're not looking too good on me, but it's still early. It's still early in the season. My man Star J Barrett got me so far this season. But you already know the vibe. Triple M, Zebo on the ones and twos, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Salute.